So in the last 5 seconds, over 4,000 tweets were sent around the world. Just last month, globally, people spent 7 billion minutes in Facebook, and around 3.9 billion searches happen per month through Google. Every minute, 24 hours of video is uploaded onto YouTube. So those incredible stats go on and on and on, and by the time I sit back down over there, they will all have changed again. This is an incredible opportunity, and that's why there are so many people gathered here today, and we're delighted in this cold cinema. It is chilly, I'm afraid, that you've turned out. But we had a hunch that perhaps people were interested in this. We believe as Siren that this is such a critical business tool that nobody can afford not to be involved. Welcome to Riverside Studios, to Siren's home on behalf of Team Siren. I'm Rachel, I run the business. We are delighted that you are here today, and what we would like to share with you this afternoon, we would never profess to be the great I am of social media, but what we do have is valuable experience. We don't have 25 years of it, nobody does, and we don't have millions of case studies to sell and flout. But we'd like to share our pragmatic approach to social media. If we all agree that social media is, in fact, of course, here to stay, that it is huge, that it's fast, and it's relatively uncontrollable, it may seem quite scary, but actually, when you get it right, it's the most incredibly powerful communications tool that we've all got available to us. We're living in a conversation economy. It's huge, it's effective, and it can be really, really efficient. Yes, we can understand why it seems quite frightening, and there's sort of an element of, why should I get involved from some people. There are others that are more sophisticated and have embraced it head on as soon as it arrived. But there is still a lack of confidence, and there are a great many businesses and organisations that aren't embracing it and aren't using it to its potential so far. So like most things in business, our approach is pragmatic, and we like to simplify it. There's a lot of it, it's fast, it requires attention and commitment, but it's simply another communications channel. We think that you should apply the same principles that you would to any campaign. It does lend itself particularly well to traditional PR skills, but in a new world. Social media requires knowledge, research, planning, and insight. Obviously, it requires creativity, and importantly, it requires technical implementation. And probably most importantly, and most prohibitive to some businesses, is the time that it can take to get right. But once you understand where you're going and how to do it and what you want to say and who you want to talk to, you just need to get out there and engage. Our session today will provide you with the basics, some insight, we hope some inspiration. We hope it'll also lift the skirt a little bit on what is coming down the line. I'm going to introduce you to Sarah now, who's going to fill you in on exactly what we think social media is and why it's such an important business tool.